It was a time when environment, safety, and health was an add-on, an afterthought, something that folks would believe in after they had made sure that they had gotten their production goals met. But now, with focused attention and incorporation into a lot of the processes that we use, we've been able to make this part of everything that we do. And making sure that environment, safety, and health is part of what we do is how we improve. ITT sets very aggressive goals for improving both our environment and our safety performance. Goals that we know we won't always achieve. We have the philosophy that if you can achieve your goals, they were probably too easy. If you can always achieve your goals, they were probably too easy. We set ourselves, for now, a 20% improvement goal in our safety and health performance that'll probably continue until we get below the injury frequency level of 1 that we consider world-class improvement. On the environmental side, for water, for waste, for energy, we set a 5% annual improvement goal that is beyond most anyone else in industry. It's very aggressive. We don't always make it for every one of the constituents of those environmental programs. But where we do, we've been able to drive that 40, 50% improvements on things like waste and energy use that we've accomplished over the past 5 years. There's many companies who have different programs, different standards depending on where they operate. We don't. We have the same high level of requirements no matter where we operate around the world. And I'm particularly proud of the accomplishments we've made in China, where historically they perhaps didn't have all of the tools that they might have needed, or the knowledge, or the understanding of the value that we place on every employee, on every operations, on the communities where we operate. We very quickly, after having a strong leader put in place, have driven that program to one of the leaders in our organization. We use our China program now as an example of what can be done when you dedicate resources, focus your attention, and really get management involved. And because of that, we have now industry-leading and certainly regionally leading programs that are recognized around the world. Accident frequency is really driven by our ability to control the environment. It starts with our philosophy that all accidents are preventable. And in focusing on that, what we were able to do is recognize that the gap in our program was accountability. We were investing too much of our safety program in our safety professionals and not enough in the organization as a whole. What we've done now is really make sure that all of our employees understand their safety responsibilities under a program we call Safety Accountability. In Safety Accountability, we identify the responsibilities for every job in ITT. We train those employees on those responsibilities, because the worst thing you can do is make somebody responsible for something that you haven't trained them to do. And then we measure whether or not they're performing those responsibilities. Once you measure it, you can reward, you can impose consequences, but you can really manage the program. The challenge in environmental improvement has really grown because we have focused so strongly on this over the years. You know, we've picked all the low-hanging fruit. So now we have to think about the more challenging aspects of how we will continue to drive that improvement in the organization. And we are doing that. We have teams of people now who are focusing on our facilities, on our operations, on our products, and thinking about how we can achieve our place in that more energy-efficient future that we know is coming. One of the important aspects of having a good safety and health program is that it attracts people who care about these issues. And as we bring those people into the organization, they will drive further improvement throughout the program. You know, when you look at your who's going to be the leaders of ITT in 10 years, there are employees who are now just starting their careers, people who've just come to ITT, young people who have considered this part of their being for many years, and they will be leading and driving our program to continued improvement that we can all be proud of and be proud that we were once a part of.